Welcome students. So today we are going to have another lesson from our supplementary book Footprint Without Feet. And the name of the lesson is Holi and written by K.A. Abbas. In this lesson, the author is going to tell us the importance of education and how education can change one's life. Apart from this, it is also given the importance to the women. And in this lesson, the most important thing is education and women empowerment. Plus, apart here, the thing which is totally neglected can be raised. These things are shown by K.S. Abbas. So let us go ahead in the lesson what we are going to have. So this is a story all about a girl whose name is Holi, and the real name is not Holi, rather real name was Sulekha. But she was never called Sulekha, and she was always called Holi. And why this thing happened? Why Sulekha was never called Sulekha, rather Holi? This thing we are going to see in the lesson. Apart from Sulekha or Holi, she was having many more siblings. Means, first of all, if I start from the family, her father name is Ramlal. Ramlal along with his wife Holi as the youngest daughter, and Holi had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So altogether they were 7 plus 2, 9 family members. So here, and Holi was the youngest one, and the elder sister already got married, and another sister also already got married. And Ramlal family was a standard family in the village. Therefore, Holi's brother were studying outside, and that time education to the women was very less. So let us see now whatever happened in the lesson. So in the beginning, Ramlal was living with her all family members very happily. And when Holi turned 5 years old, that time, from the beginning, she had a problem of stammering. Stammering, she was not able to speak properly. That is called stammering. And she was also dumb-witted. Dumb-witted means the person who is dull. Means the brain is not in a proper condition. So Holi was dumb-witted, plus she was stammered also. And now another problem she had faced in her life. One day what happened? She was caught by smallpox, and those smallpox spots never went or gone from her face. So there was so many spots on her face. So now she was stammering, she was dumb-witted, and she was not beautiful, means she was ugly. So all the lacking things were with her. But family members also not doing good with her. They were just neglecting her. So we can call Holi was the neglected child of Ramlal family after she was caught by smallpox. Means when she was 5 years old. And one day, in this way the life was going on. Holi was never given importance. She was never given new dress. Her hair was never combed, and she was always sitting in a corner of the house. Means there was no value of Holi. Means nobody was asking her anything. She was always sitting in the corner because she was not able to speak. Her face was also very ugly, and her brain was also not working properly. So in this way, Holi was neglected child of the house. Now one day, when Holi was 7 years old, one day there was a program in the school, in the village. And what was that program? Opening of a school. So that day Tehsildar of that area came, and he called Ramlal, because Ramlal was reputed person in the village. So Ramlal was also called, and Tehsildar told Ramlal that you send your child to school. If you send, other will see you, and they will also send their daughter, especially girl he was talking about, because boys were already studying. So here when Ramlal heard those words, he was also knowing that my daughter is not eligible for this thing. But still, he said, yes, okay, I will see, I will talk at home. And Ramlal returned and talked to his wife. And he said that today Tehsildar was telling me this and that. So his wife said, have you gone mad? Can we send Bholi? If we send her, then who will marry her? Generally, the thinking of the people is if a girl is educated, nobody will marry her. So that was the thinking of villager at that time. So therefore, his wife said that have you gone mad? And first of all, Bholi had stammering problem. Another thing, she has so many sports. And third problem, she is dumb-witted, means her brain does not work properly. So I don't think she will be going to school and it will be good for her and us. So in this way, she has shown negligence. So Ramlal, but still he was thinking something. So school was open and again Tehsildar or teacher told him, you send your daughter also. So one day Ramlal talked to her wife and again he convinced her wife, his wife said that if Bholi is educated in future, even anybody is going to get married or not, that doesn't matter for us. Now, we already know about her that nobody will marry her because she has so many lacking points. So let us send her. And somehow he convinced his wife to send Bholi school. And that was the very good day and the luckiest day of Bholi's life. So Bholi was given new clothes to wear. Actually, those clothes were also not new. Those clothes were only the clothes which were worn by her elder sisters. But still, some new things were there. Those clothes were washed well and ironed well, and after that, those were given to Bholi. And Bholi was very happy to wear new clothes. And her hair was washed and it was combed, oiled, everything. So Bholi was ready to go to school. So her father held her hand and he was taking Bholi to school. But Bholi was in fear that why my father is holding me and today he made me ready in this way and taking me somewhere. So she had so many things in her mind. Because earlier in that village, once what happened, the maid in her work, in her house who was working, that she was also done the same. She was taken out by her father and after that she had never returned. So Bholi was thinking that my father is taking me to sell me out somewhere. In that way she was thinking. Therefore she was just trying to remove her hand from father's hand. But father scolded her and said, I am taking you to school. Do not be afraid. And father took him and he just left her at the school. And headmistress of the school came and she just took Bholi to the classroom. And Bholi went and sat in a corner of a classroom. And she was sitting very silently. She was not speaking to anyone. But one thing was satisfactory for Bholi, that like me many other girls are also sitting. And one or two will be my friend in future. So that was the thing which was giving Bholi some satisfaction. So Bholi was a little bit happy from inside. And she was looking here and there on the wall. And what she was seeing there, looking there, and she was able to see that so many drawings, so many pictures and some paintings were there. So she was comparing those paintings with other things. So cow, peacock, pigeon, so many birds, animals she has seen on the wall in the form of painting. So she was very happy to see. Meanwhile, she was watching those old drawings. Suddenly teacher came and stood by her. And she called her. And she just touched Bholi and asked, what is your name? In that way the teacher put a question to Bholi. And since Bholi was having stammer problem, so she was not able to speak her name. So first time she tried but she could not. Second time she could not. Third time she opened her mouth and she spoke. But that was also not clear. But teacher caught what she said. And now she was embarrassed. And why was she embarrassed? Because she was thinking that now all the girls who were sitting here, they also came to know about my problem. Now they will also tease me. In that way, Bholi was thinking. But still, nobody told anything. And after some time, the bell goes, and everyone, all the students were out of the classroom except Bholi. Bholi was too much afraid. She was sitting in one corner of the classroom at the same place. She was sitting down only on the ground. So teacher came to Bholi and asked her very smoothly, very politely, very much with honest and respect. The teacher spoke with Bholi, and Bholi was much fascinated by those words. She was thinking, so far in my life, never ever before anybody talked to me in this way. So Bholi was very, very happy somewhere. And teacher talked to her. She asked her name and so many other things also she asked. And Bholi was very, very happy. In this way, now every day Bholi started coming to school. In the same order, many years passed. Now Bholi was educated girl. So one day, Ramlal and his wife both were talking, and Bholi was listening from the door behind. And Ramlal was telling to his wife or Bholi's mother that Vishwambar, one who is very rich person, is showing his will to marry with Bholi. Actually, Vishwambar was very aged person. His age was equal to Ramlal. Means Ramlal and Vishwambar both were same in age. But still, nobody was coming to keep proposal for Bholi's marriage. So when Vishwambar put a proposal to Ramlal, then Ramlal agreed. And he spoke to the wife, and wife also agreed. Wife said, when nobody is coming to marry her, she has a stammering problem, she has spots on her face, and she is not even very intelligent. So, okay, no problem, we should marry Bholi with Vishwambar. They did not bother about age. Wife also said, what does it matter, age? Let we marry her with Vishwambar, and society also will not go against us. If she is sitting in our house, all will tell us no. So let us go with Vishwambar only. In that way, Ramlal and his wife and her wife talked. So Bholi also heard those words. Bholi did not tell anything. Now the day has come of marriage. Ramlal was very happy, and that his last daughter, one who was the youngest one, is going to get married. Everyone was very happy. The atmosphere was just like marriage. Somewhere people are moving here and there, music, dance, everything was going on. And suddenly, after some time, Vishwambar in the bride dress on horse, and he was coming with band, and so many people were dancing. Generally marriage, whatever happened, the things were going on in the same. And Vishwambar came in procession, and things were okay. Now Bholi was also brought. That time she was wearing bridegroom or bride dress, and Vishwambar bridegroom dress. So all were they both were ready, and Bholi was standing. She was having veil on her face. Veil is covered. Ghungat we call veil. So now she was also very happy that I am going to get married. She did not bother about age. And Vishwambar, as the time has come to put a garland, that time first Vishwambar was ready to put the garland. Before that, he carried the veil to check the face. And as he took the veil up, he saw some spot on Bholi's face. And he said, no, I will not marry her, because she has a problem that she is dumb-witted. Okay, I accept it. She has a stammering problem, that also okay. But now she is full of spots. She is not even beautiful. She is very ugly. So therefore, he said, no, I shall not marry. But Ramlal came and he joined his hand, and he just did so many things, whatever manipulation he could do. After that, Vishwambar agreed, but he said, I want 5,000 rupees. If you give me me 5,000 rupees as dowry, then only I will marry your daughter. So Boli was listening those all words, and suddenly Vishambara said for 5,000 rupees, but Ramlal said, I cannot give you 5,000 rupees, rather I can give you 2,000 rupees. And Vishambara did not agree. And Ramlal went inside and he brought 5,000 rupees and kept his turban. Turban is a sign of respect. So his turban and 5,000 rupees at the feet of Vishambara. So when Boli saw this whole thing, disrespect of her father, so she got very angry. So she unveiled herself, she removed the cloth which was on her face, she unveiled herself and she started speaking. She spoke so many things that you are very greedy person, this, that, so many things in one flow. She was not at all stammering. Therefore, the people standing around were shocked that this girl, since birth we know her, she had stammering problem, and today not even single word she has stammered. Whatever she spoke, those all were coming very clear. So all were shocked. And even Ramlal and his wife was also shocked, and Vishambara also shocked. And she said, you just get out of my house, I will not marry you. And she said her father, take your turban, take your money, and I will not marry anyone in life, and I will be spending my whole life with you, I will be taking care of you. In that way, she said, and Vishambara also could not accept that disrespect, and he went back to his home. And when everybody had gone from that place, that time only Boli and her teacher and Ramlal and his wife and family member were there. So that time Ramlal was crying with his wife. So Boli said, no need to cry, I am your daughter, I am educated one, I will be earning, I will be feeding you, I will be taking care of you in your old age. And when teacher heard those whole words, she was very happy. And she asked to teacher also, ma'am, can I do that? Can I be with my parent? Can I take care of them very well? So ma'am, teacher was also very happy that my student to whom I taught, today she understood the value that I am educated and my father is being disrespected. So I will never go with those who are not respecting my family. So teacher was also very happy. So in this way, the lesson is coming to end here. So in this way we have seen the theme of the lesson is education is the important thing. It can change the life of one. And here also we have seen the empowerment of women by education. So these all things we have seen, and I hope you all are clear with the theme and the point whatever we have gone through in the summary, and you will be able to answer the question whichever will come from the lesson. And this lesson is very important. From this lesson generally one long answer type question is asked. So thank you very much. With this hope, all the best, do it well.